Hello everyone. Today I'm working on a 2011 Honda Odyssey. The owner of the car has got a couple of engine codes. There was code P0497 and a P145C. Those codes are for low purge flow. And what I'm going to do today is inspect the canister purge valve. That's right here in the engine. So I'm going to take it off and inspect it and check it out. I'm also going to check the electrical connection. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is disconnect the electrical. I press down the back tabs and then slide it off. Okay, I am going to check for, it's going to have electrical signal to it, so I'll do that in just a minute. But there's two screws that are holding it on and two hose clamps. So a hose clamp here and a hose clamp on the back side. So I'll start by just unscrewing these two screws. Careful not to drop them. And bottom one is down below. Okay, so now I got that screw, both screws off. I use my hose clamp tool and remove the first hose clamp. Okay, twist. Okay, so I got that hose off. Get the electrical connection off. That gives me room to access the back hose clamp. And again, I'll use my hose clamp tool. Okay, so there it is. Got the part removed, and now I'll test it. But the first thing I'll do is make sure we got a signal coming there. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I got a signal. Okay, got the accessory on, and the solenoid is getting a signal, so that part is fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna test out the circuit, test out the valve. So I've got some wires hooked up to a battery, and we're just gonna connect. See if we get the valve to cycle. Okay, you can hear it cycling. Okay, so the valve is good. That's not the problem. But what I'll do now is I'll get some carburetor cleaner and I'll put in the inlet right here and on the back side right here. Just clean it out and see if that's the issue. I'm using carburetor and choke cleaner, so it'll dry out, it'll clean things out inside, and it dries out. So I'll put this back on and test out the vehicle now. Alright, so to get back on, it's just a reverse procedure. I'm going to put the two hoses back on, the two screws to the mounting bracket, and connect the electrical. So I cleared the codes after I cleaned out the valve. It's been about a week now. The owner's been driving around. The RPM variation disappeared and the codes disappeared. They haven't come back on. So it looks like that was a fix.